All right, so today we're going to be talking about blood lipid levels. Blood lipids, uh, it may not be something you're familiar with, but I think a lot of people just call it cholesterol. All this information I got is from kidney.org, so just have that in mind. So if you have questions, you can just look it up there. Um, so what are blood lipids? Like I said, a lot of people call this cholesterol. It's a fat substance that's in our blood. And our body needs it, but we don't need a whole lot of it. And so problem is a lot of us have a lot of it. And so if it goes too high, then we increase the risk of our cardiovascular disease, and we don't want that. So there are three main types of lipid or blood lipids. So we have LDLs, we have triglycerides, and we have HDLs. So with LDLs, this is what people would call the bad cholesterol. This is what's building up that plaque in your arteries. It's making the blood harder to go, and it's if it's too high, this is going to cause the cardiovascular disease. And when testing for blood lipid levels, you don't want this one to be over 100. Over the 100 mark, that's when the risk factor's there for CVD or cardiovascular disease. So triglycerides is also there, right? We don't want a whole lot of this one either. We can have more. We can have the blood lipid level for triglycerides be at 150. But again, if it's higher than that, then that's increasing CVD levels or CVD risk and not wanted. So with triglycerides and LDLs, we're gonna want to eat healthy as like the main part of trying to reduce these. And exercise is there too, but yeah, a big part is what we eat. And so HDL is what we call the good cholesterol. Good cholesterol is it's kind of a weird thing to say, right? Because usually people are like, "Oh, watch out for cholesterol. Don't have too high of cholesterol." But with this one, we're actually trying to get this one higher. So if it's under 40, for your blood lipid levels on HDL, then that's not a good thing. That's where we're raising the risk of cardiovascular disease. But if it's above 40, that's good. And to the point that if it's well above 40 for men and above 50 for women, but if it's above 60 or above, then it's like an anti-factor, anti-risk. It's working against the buildup. It's working against cardiovascular disease. So other risks you may have would be like this would be fighting against that. And this one's, like you see the heart over here pumping iron. That's kind of a good representation because this one is increased best when we exercise. And so what is the best? What is the best for our blood lipid levels? And so I wish there was a better answer, but it's what a lot of health people say. It's you eat healthy, you exercise regularly. In some cases, but not a lot, there's going to be times where a doctor may recommend that you're on some type of medication, but to avoid the medication, to avoid all that, you just looking out for what you're eating, making sure you have a good exercise routine, that you're doing it enough that uh, it's just helping you stay balanced, helping you control your cholesterol. And so, yeah. And like I said, I got all this from kidney.org. So if you have any questions, please go there. And yeah, thank you so much.